What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crew 2, and in this video I do want to take a look at something with the hovercrafts that I have been thinking about recently. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys probably saw the monster truck video with me using a score breaker set on them, and it actually turns out they can be used on most of these slaloms as well, which is probably something you would never see. I really don't think a lot of people are going to be using monster trucks on those, but at least it is going to be an option if you do want to mess around on these slaloms just a little bit more. And well, guys, it also turns out there's going to be another class that's also going to work. And you guessed it, I did actually manage to get a score breaker set for the hovercrafts as well. Now, I did spend around like 600,000 bucks or so in like 200,000 material and or spare parts to actually get this set up, which honestly was a lot cheaper than I thought. It wasn't nearly as expensive as some of the other part sets I did go after, so that's definitely going to be a plus. On this though, guys, I have skilled at 73.2% and I also have drifty at 36. I would also say, guys, drifty is going to be a perk you really do want to have on a hovercraft, mainly because these obviously slide all over the place because it's basically going to be an air mattress with a couple of fans strapped on the back of it, so you're going to be sliding all over the place. And I'm kind of tempted to head to Walmart and grab an air mattress and put some fans on the back to see if I can make one of these, but that's a different topic. I do definitely recommend having drifty on here though, and obviously you're going to want skilled, which is going to tremendously help your score if you guys are doing slaloms with the hovercrafts, which I have a feeling most people are probably not going to be testing this theory out very much. But if you guys really do want to try out different vehicles, the hovercrafts do work on them. It's just going to be one of those very odd vehicles you're probably never going to see. And my goodness, after using the hovercrafts for a little bit, I can definitely see why many people don't actually use these. So when it comes to doing some of these skills with an upgraded air mattress and some fans on the back, I would say this is probably going to be one of those vehicles most people are never going to actually use on this. What's kind of hilarious, guys, is the fact that you can actually run these on most of the slaloms. It's definitely going to be on the weird side though, because the hovercrafts really do basically hover across the ground, no pun intended there, but they really are kind of weird to use. That's why I do recommend having drifty. That way if you guys are sliding back and forth trying to hit the objectives, at least you'll have more nitrous that way. I really do feel like that perk is going to make this a lot more doable. And of course you're not going to be able to score as high as like a rally raid vehicle. If you actually could, that would probably be insanely scary, but you could probably get pretty close to what the rally raid vehicles can do, so I would say you could still get around 150k with one of these. I'm actually planning on trying out a hovercraft in a future summit to really see how close you can score to some of the better vehicles for the slaloms. But to be honest, guys, I've been seeing so many different classes being used on this. I really do think it's going to make it a lot more fun. I was also tempted to farm a scorebreaker set for the motocross class as well, which I have a feeling those might be too slow, but it's still going to be worth a shot to see if they are quick enough to actually do them. I really do find it funny that most of the hovercrafts are really not that great. That's why I would say most of the people are running the Speedster, because I really do not see a point of running the others. One of them is kind of decent besides the Speedster, but I feel like if you guys did want to try out the Slaloms, I would definitely recommend trying out the Speedster, which I will have my settings at the end of the video as well. But overall, I wouldn't say the hovercrafts are going to be a bad choice to use on the slaloms because they're actually pretty dang fun to use. It's just going to be a very weird class, and I feel like a lot of people most likely will not have a scorebreaker set for them. But if you guys actually do, it would be kind of fun to test these things out. Obviously, besides using this on a slalom and or some of the actual hovercraft events, there's honestly no reason to actually use a hovercraft in the game at the moment, and if I have a feeling the next crew game is most likely not going to have the hovercrafts in them, at least I don't think it will, because I feel like this class is honestly not needed. I do want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think the next game should have the hovercrafts? I really do feel like this is like an afterthought kind of class, and most people are most likely not going to use these anyway after they do upgrade them, which I honestly can't blame anybody for not wanting to use the hovercrafts because they are pretty wonky. But let me know what you guys think about these in the comments below, and do you plan on trying them out in the slaloms? It's definitely going to be kind of weird to use these, but at least it's going to be a different vehicle class to mess around with.